12 rarest and most expensive cars in the world that were never made again. Some cars go beyond luxury. They become legends. Expensive and rare, built once and never made again. These machines were crafted for the boldest collectors and the wildest of dreams. With designs that stopped time and price tags that shocked even billionaires, they vanished after a single debut. But why were these icons never brought back? Here's the top 12 rarest and most expensive cars that were never made again. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to Supreme, and click the notification bell for more lit content. In May 2022, a 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe made headlines when it became the world's most expensive classic car, fetching a record $135 million at an RM Sotheby's auction. The iconic car was one of only two prototypes created for Mercedes-Benz racing program, weighing just 998 kilograms and boasting a 302 horsepower engine that allowed it to reach speeds over 300 kilometers an hour. Both units were owned by Mercedes-Benz, with one famously driven by the brand's racing department head, Rudolf Uhlenhaut. The car's exceptional engineering also meant that whenever it was displayed at exclusive events, a specially trained technician was required to disassemble and reassemble its engine, adding an extra layer of prestige to its already legendary status. Okay, when it comes to being the most expensive car of all time, this one may very well be our clear winner. In fact, the Bugatti 57 SC. The Atlantic is a close contender of being the rarest and most expensive car the world has ever seen, with only 4 of them ever being made, and only 2 of them have survived to this day. These include the 1938 model, which is privately owned by the legendary fashion mogul Ralph Lauren, as well as the elusive 1936 model, which was sold privately in 2010 for an alleged $40 million. Even more astoundingly, there's an alleged third model which has been privately kept by a rare collector, although some people believe this may be an inaccurate rumor. Regardless, not only is it incredibly rare, but also incredibly beautiful. Its classic lightweight aluminium body is one of a kind, and not only is it pretty to look at, but it can reach speeds of 120 miles per hour. For a car engineered in 1936, that's a feat in of itself. Talking of the coolest cars ever created, this one may well have been the first commercially available model. The name Rolls-Royce is synonymous with all things extravagant when it comes to being a car collector, but the first of them to ever be engineered was this one, the Rolls-Royce 15 HP, first showcased to the public of Paris back in 1904. Although it was shown alongside 3 other Rolls-Royce models, the 10 HP, the 20 HP, and the 30 HP, sadly only 6 of them ever saw the light of day. Astonishingly, out of those 6, only 1 of them is believed to still be in existence. Even more impressively, although it's difficult to put a price tag on such a rare item, the one Rolls-Royce HP still in existence is estimated to be worth around $35 million. For a vehicle that has a max speed of 63 km per hour, that's a very sizable investment. Named after Horacio Pagani, the Pagani HBetta was the most expensive car from 2017 to 2022, commanding a price tag of around $20 million. This extraordinary model features a stunning blue carbon fiber body with near craftsmanship level finishes and a unique speedster-style windshield, which is the car's only glass component. Adding to its distinctive look, the rear wheels are partially covered, giving the car a sporty and dynamic appearance. Under the hood, the HBetta houses a 6-litre V12 engine that produces 800 horsepower, making it more than worthy of its astronomical price. With only 3 units ever built, one of which is owned by Pagani himself, this hypercar is a rare and iconic piece of automotive engineering. Before we reveal our top 3, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest car content. We'll create such crazy videos at double the pace for you if you subscribe and share. Alright, we heard the click. Thank you. Although Bugatti are sculpted icons, none ignite desire quite like the Voiture Noir. a one-off tribute to the lost Type 57 SC Atlantic. It's an $18.9 million statement of power, legacy, and untouchable rarity. Only one was made, and it sold before even hitting the showroom floor. Truly the rarest of the rare cars ever. Beneath its gloss black carbon fiber skin lies an 8-litre quad-turbo W16, pumping 1,500 PS and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. The interior? Hand-finished Havana brown leather, polished rosewood, and craftsmanship so meticulous it borders on obsession. Every detail screams bespoke. Compared to the Bugatti Chiron Noir, limited to 20 units at around $3.3 million, the Voiture Noir makes even exclusivity look common. The Chiron is brutal, but this is seductive. Where is it now? Hidden in a private collection, probably wrapped in velvet and secrecy. And honestly, that's the beauty of it. You'll never see it on the road. It's the automotive equivalent of a ghost in couture, and that makes it irresistible. Following its public unveiling back in its titular 1921, French newspapers described this incredibly rare and bizarre vehicle as the plane without wings. Designed by the legendary and eccentric French automobile manufacturer Marcel Layat, the 1921 Helica design has since been known as one of the most original and extraordinary automobiles ever created, down to the fact that it's one of the only commercial vehicles of its kind that's powered by a huge plane-like propeller rather than a normal engine. Usually, propellers are reserved for aircraft or boats, but hey, that didn't stop Marcel Layat from giving it a go. Although at the time it was considered his most revolutionary design, only 30 of the 1921 Helica models were ever produced. Its price is a staggering $20 million. Astonishingly, all 30 of them are currently part of a private collection, and someone, somewhere, has a warehouse full of these ingenious, one-of-a-kind airplanes. Created to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary, the Veneno Roadster is one of the brand's most exclusive models, boasting a futuristic LMP1-inspired design. With only 9 units of this convertible version ever produced, it stands as a rare collector's item. The car looks from another planet with an arrow-like shape that looks so futuristic, it would put the Batmobile to shame. Powered by a 6.5-litre V12 engine shared with the Aventador, the Veneno Roadster generates 750 horsepower, accelerating from 0 to 100 km/h in just 2.8 seconds and reaching a top speed of 350 km/h. Released in 2014 with a price tag of $3.66 million, its value has skyrocketed since then. In 2019, a white unit was sold at auction for an astounding $7.6 million, making it the most expensive Lamborghini in history. Let's talk about the interiors now. Made almost entirely from carbon fiber, including its monocoque, all the body panels, and most of the interior, resulting in a weight of just 3,200 pounds. Moreover, an ultra-rare Veneno Roadster was offered by a UAE dealership for an ultra-high price tag of $11 million. Talk about being super rich. Shattering records and redefining speed, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus took the automotive world by storm with its jaw-dropping top speed of 490 km/h. Its revolutionary design, featuring an elongated aerodynamic body, bold rear and aggressive air intakes, cements its status as a true engineering marvel. This limited edition of just 30 units celebrates the historic 300-mile-an-hour achievement. Beneath its carbon fiber body with orange accents, it houses a quad-turbocharged 8-litre W16 engine, producing an incredible 1,600 horsepower. While its top speed is capped at 440 km/h for road safety due to a speed limiter, owning one of these record-breaking machines still comes at a steep price – $3.5 million. The 2025 Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR LMH is built for one thing – dominating endurance racing. It takes the already extreme Valkyrie and pushes it further with a wider body, massive aero upgrades, and a race-focused cockpit. Inside, everything is stripped down for speed with a digital race display and FIA-approved safety tech. Under the hood, a roaring 6.5-litre Cosworth V12, tweaked for FIA and IMSA, delivers raw, unfiltered power. Aston Martin has confirmed only 150 coupes for the Valkyrie, plus 85 Spyders, yes, convertibles, and 40 track-only AMR Pros, all sold out. With a price likely north of $3 million, this Le Mans hypercar is as exclusive as it gets. And the vibe is pure madness. It's one of the most outrageous cars ever built, practically yelling "Bring it on" to speed lovers and car collectors alike. The Valkyrie unleashes over 1,000 horsepower and accelerates with brutal precision. At just 2,800 pounds dry, it's astonishingly light, yet produces up to 2 tons of downforce, nearing the threshold where standard tyres start to fail at 2,500 pounds. Indeed, the Valkyrie is exotic and vastly exciting, and contains one of the most thrilling, visceral, and intense internal combustion engines ever. And in 2025, it's aiming for glory at Le Mans, Sebring, and beyond. Did you know that the Stout Scarab was the world's first minivan? Not to mention one of the most rare cars that looked more like an old Greyhound bus with post-war bathtub Nash overtones. Featuring a streamlined body, a rear-mounted engine, and a unique interior layout. The aerodynamics were inspired by airplanes and locomotives, and were avant-garde for its time, with a central door for passenger access and a narrow door for the driver. What's more is the folding table and movable seats, powered by an 85 horsepower engine, giving a decent performance. Surprisingly, it's a lightweight car, but the wheelbase was quite long at 3.43 meters. The total length was just over 4.88 meters, similar to a 1936 Pontiac, so the front and rear overhangs were quite short. Undoubtedly, the Stout had futuristic vision wrapped in Art Deco elegance, with an Egyptian design craze of the 1920s and 30s. But here's where it gets interesting. It was sold by invitation only to selected billionaires, priced at a staggering $5,000 back then, around $1 million worth today. Just 9 were ever built and all sold out immediately. Surprisingly, up to 5 Scarabs are reported to survive today. Not everyone falls for the unorthodox shape, but they all take notice if a Scarab glides into view. Just a glance at that elegantly fanned rear grille work confirms that the Scarab was, and is, something special. When it comes to rare cars, few come close to the Gibbs Aquadada, an amphibious marvel that doesn't just float, it flies, literally. On land, it hits 160 kilometers an hour. On water, it's a solid 50. And with a single button, it transforms into a boat in under 10 seconds. That's crazy. Powered by a 2.5-litre V6 engine pushing 175 horsepower, the Aquadada rides on a lightweight aluminium frame wrapped in a fiberglass reinforced body. It doesn't even have doors, keeps it watertight and ready for splashdown. It was originally engineered in 2003 and it briefly entered production in 2004, but despite its mind-blowing capabilities, it never caught on commercially. By 2016, Gibbs sold off 20 unsold units at auction, each fetching around $250,000, and just like that, it turned into a collector's dream. Only around 45 were ever built, which makes it ultra-rare. And yes, Richard Branson really did cross the English Channel in one, just to prove it could be done. But what's most shocking is the Aquadada was never made again. It has no successors, no spin-offs. One extraordinary idea, lost to time. It's not just rare, it's almost unreal. Let's welcome the 1947 Delahaye 135 MS Cabriolet by Fagoni Ed Falachi that stands among the most exclusive cars ever built. Only 2 were made in this exact narval-bodied configuration, and one recently sold for $13.4 million, making it the most expensive French car ever auctioned. Its design is unapologetically dramatic. Crafted in lightweight aluminium, the body features fully enclosed fenders and a model New York silhouette sculpted to suggest motion even at a standstill. Originally painted deep blue with grey fenders, it also wore wire-spoke wheels, racing-style exhausts, and a panoramic glass roof, details that were ahead of their time. Stepping inside, the cabin is lined with hand-stitched leather and fine detailing, blending function and finesse in a way only pre-war French design could. Power comes from a 3.6-litre inline-6 engine producing 142 horsepower, paired with a 4-speed manual gearbox. While its performance is modest by today's standards, that was never the point. This De La Haye was designed to captivate, and more than 75 years later, it does exactly that. That's it for now. Which car was your favorite? We loved the Bugatti La Voiture Noir. It's so classy. What about you? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, stay safe.